Batman the Animated Series. This show was a huge part of my childhood and taught me many life lessons which I still hold true today. It taught me clowns can't be trusted, society is to blame for supervillains, and should never be late for a court date unless you want to become the Clock King.
Anyway, the brilliant minds at Konami created a game based on the show, and unlike the Genesis one, this actually captured the look and feel of the source material. But does it still hold up in the gaze of modern fatties like Uncharted 2? Let's grapple in and find out.
On a narrative front, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, henceforth referred to as ABBA, focuses on 7 levels with a different villain in each one, and a final level where all the villains turn up like one of those epic vegetable stews.
There isn't actually much story, to be honest, except for some heavy exposition at the start of each level.
Still, what's really cool is that the game makes you feel like you're playing an episode of the show, even lifting some of the best parts from the series.
Such as the maze!
For example, the maze episode, one of my personal favorites.
And mine.
Gets an appearance and even has you answering riddles from the show. How cool is that?
It's awesome. Very awesome.
What's also cool is each level has their own title card.
Very neat.
Very neat and tidy, like a well-made wardrobe.
Moving on, one of the best things about the game is that it makes you feel like Batman.
In fact, this feels like a Batman game from the ground up, from the visuals to the music and the gameplay. Not a Contra clone with techno music. I'm looking at you, Genesis version. Arrgh.
You have access to all of Batman's nifty gadgets, such as your grapple to swing across gaps, your batarang to disarm your foes, and your flashlight to detect stupid little bombs on the floor.
ABBA also includes a Batmobile level, where you chase Two-Face down in his car.
No, it's a Jeep.
No, it's a car.
No, it's the Batmobile.
It's not a Jeep, no.
No,
Two-Face is in a car.
The game also has smooth controls. However, flicking through your inventory is more drawn out than it should be. Why didn't Konami use the L and R buttons to scroll back and forth between items rather than have 2 buttons for blocking?
It boggles the mind. Like this image here. It's moving, but it's not moving. What? Ah! What's also cool is how some of the bosses are drawn out affairs just like the show. Take Catwoman for example. First you fight her in a lift, then in free fall, then you have a brief chase from the rooftops, and finally a battle in an alley. Another cool moment.
The only real disappointment is that there isn't much detective work for Batman. The most your brain gets taxed is knowing how to use an elevator. So you press up to go up and down to go down. Wow!
Having previously mentioned this though, the major highlight is how the game captures the look and feel of the series. When you boot up the game and get past the cute Konami logo, the Batman theme plays and you're already like 10 out of 10. Then you actually play the game and the graphics just blow your mind. The sprite work is detailed and nicely animated, and the backdrops look like they were ripped straight from the show.
Sure, the visuals have a slight pixelation to them, but it's the only real downside.
Another weird thing is that despite Robin's name popping up in the title, he hardly appears in the game, occasionally appearing to run down corridors or fly the Batwing to a bunch of fear-gas balloons. Still, no one really liked Robin anyway, so who cares? It's more time for Batman.
I liked Robin.
Ah.
So, looking back, ABBA is fun, challenging, and faithful translation of one of the best animated cartoons ever made.
Sure, Robin is barely in it, and Clayface kind of just pops up out of nowhere, but who cares? It's still great.
Also, the Man-Bat.
Don't get me started. I didn't get gameplay of the Man-Bat. That's why I didn't mention him. So is it really dated?
The answer is no.
Give this a HD cleanup like what Capcom did to Street Fighter 2 and release it as a digital download, and you have a perfect accompaniment to the upcoming Batman Arkham
Or
Origins.
maybe a HD remake like DuckTales Remastered.
Yeah, imagine having the voices for the animated series. That would be so brilliant.
And not just that, the Batman animated series has a theme song. Sing with me. Da 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 Batman. Da 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 Batman. Wait. That's not the animated series.